Alright, hello everybody from YouTube. I am Motoways. I'm going to talk to you today about these handguards. Do a little review on them. Tell you why you should buy them. Alright, first things first. In my last video I had a little crash. Going like 25 miles per hour. Nothing bad. But when the bike went down, it was on the left side of the bike. The only damage was to the handlebar guards, and the other contact point to the road was this back peg, and it just barely skidded on it. So if I didn't have these, my handlebars probably would have bent in or something and fucked up. If I had regular length clutch and brake levers, they would have been fucked. I've been through that whole fiasco before. Yeah, actually the first time that I dropped it on its left side and the clutch lever went up and frickin' did a huge bow. So this part was like going straight out. And then fucking sure enough, like a month later it happened to the other side. And then when I got these, I just hacksawed off the extra shit so it could fit in there. Anyway, crash test, this did wonderful. It took all the damage like it was supposed to. My mirror was out, but there's only a little road rash. I must have hit it and bumped it in right away. These things, for what they're worth, they're definitely worth considering. It was $200 for all of this. It was like $150 for just the aluminum bars, and it was $25 for each mirror, which seems like a lot for a mirror, but if you see one of these up and close, this is like some heavy duty shit. Let's see what else. Oh, and they got these are from Highway Dirt Bike, highwaydirtbike.com. I'll throw a link in the description or something, I don't know. Anyway, these are pretty freaking heavy duty. Yeah, it barely took like any damage even. Just like a little sliver off the top, and I was going pretty fast. So yeah, if you haven't seen the last video, it's real short. I wasn't planning on making a video, but since I crashed, I figured I'd throw a couple things in with the crash. If you do end up buying something like this, I would definitely recommend it for like an enduro supermoto, anything with a street legal status. I mean, if you're just buying something for off-road, I definitely wouldn't pay this much for a dirt bike, because I mean, yeah, it'll stop a tree, but how often are you going to be hitting trees? And you don't mean mirrors, so it's $150 to basically protect your levers. And there's a whole bunch of other shit out there that are a lot cheaper and a lot better for that kind of riding. Oh, and they come with, you can get them with a whole bunch of different mods. This top clamp, I had a, what do you call it, a DC outlet. I thought it was going to be like a cigarette size one, so I could just plug like something I would plug into a car in there, but it's like a miniature one, so I'd have to buy another adapter, another like $15 to $20 adapter to be able to charge and do all that shit. So I said, fuck it, I'll just leave that hole in there. Doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, that's what they have. Different mods. You can like put in switches, wire it up to your lights, get extra lights or something crazy like that. But I don't plan on modding this like crazy, just because it's a cheap bike and it's not gonna last very long. I'm just gonna keep this until I eventually get a bigger enduro or supermoto. I'm looking into let's see what time is this. I'm looking into the Husqvarna 701 supermoto. It's not my first choice, but the KTM SMC or S, I haven't looked at it in a while, but they don't offer it in the States, so there's that. And I'm from freaking central United States. All we have in my area is a Harley Davidson and a Suzuki. I'd have to go out of my way to go get a freaking Husqvarna, at least to like 3 hours, which is crazy. But I also looked at the DRZ 400 SM. I'm not sure that's the route I'm gonna take, but it's the cheapest out of all of them. Cause I could get the Husqvarna, that runs like 12 grand, or I could get the KTM 690 Enduro and do all the switching of the tires. That'll cost like 15,000, which I definitely don't want to do. The Husqvarna is probably the one I'm leaning towards right now for replacing this. Other than that, I have plans of getting two new motorcycles in the next like 2 or 3 years. I have a total of 3 at like all times. I'll have a Enduro / Supermoto, whatever I end up getting, and a cruiser. This coming month I'm gonna get a Kawasaki Vulcan S. And then hopefully either the following year or the next year I think I'm gonna get a Super Sport or something, just to hot dog around on or something. I don't know. Make sure this is plugged in. I actually made this video 2 days ago, but my freaking headphones weren't plugged in, so I had to redo the freaking video. I have to remember what I said about the handguards and junk. But it's pretty easy. I really do like these handguards. The mirrors are great. I love these mirrors. And when I'm off-roading, I can just flip them in. I don't have to worry about snagging them on trees or something. I don't think I took the choke off. I did. It's still cold. Too cold to do that. My hands aren't cooperating. Like I was saying, I'm not gonna heavily mod this bike. The only thing that I would think about doing to it would be buying a slip-on FMF pipe. I wouldn't want to get the whole freaking shebang, because then I just want the slip-on to give me like a little bit more horsepower and speed or something. And then when I do end up upgrading, I can just take the slip-on off, put the stock piece of shit exhaust back on here. Actually, I also thought about the WR250R, and it's between that and the Husqvarna, because if I'm gonna go a bigger engine, I want the 690 or the 701. 690 is the KTM, but they're basically the same bike anyway. If I'm gonna go bigger engine, I want the 690. I don't think I'll be happy with the 400, because honestly, comparatively, I've seen a lot of videos. They're basically the WR and the DRZ are basically in the same freaking category. Anyway, yeah, they're comparatively, like, top speed's the same. I mean, the DRZ's obviously got a lot more torque and horsepower, and if I'm gonna go that route, I might as well get the freaking Husqvarna and pull power wheelies in like 3rd gear. Like I said, freaking central United States, there's not a lot of support for anything other than Harley and sports bikes. I was actually doing some looking into about which super sport I want to get, or sport bike. I was looking at the Kawasaki ZX6R, and I was looking at the Ninja 650, And if I end up getting one, I'm probably gonna end up getting a super sport instead of just a regular sports bike. Just because, I mean, I'm paying the money for a lightweight speed machine. Might as well go all out and get the frickin' 600. If any of you guys got any suggestions for me to look at, I mean, I haven't done much looking outside of Kawasaki and Honda because I'm not a really big fan of Suzuki. God, my brakes are so squeaky. It's embarrassing. Anyway, yeah, I like the looks of the 600 and under, 650 and under. Anything bigger than a 650, like some of the 700s look okay. Yeah, I don't like the bulkiness of the leader bikes. They're just, I don't like the way they look. They're too bulky. I mean, I know they got to fit that huge ass engine in there somehow, but I really like the look of the Kawasaki Ninja 300. I really like that look. It's real sporty. I like more upright seating position, which is bad if I go to the ZX6R because that's really aggressive. But that bike's got like 130 some horsepower. Shit. Yeah, the 300, it's real sporty. It's got an upright seating position. I actually thought about looking into that one a little bit more because I actually went to the dealership just to look at the Vulcan S's, and I saw a Ninja 300 Special Edition, and it just looked freaking sick. And I looked at all the other sport bikes, and they just look clunky. Oh, my hands are so cold. Pulling in that clutch lever is killing me. To buy my freaking Vulcan yet, just because I'm waiting for it to warm up. Yeah, it's a little too cold out here in central Wisconsin. Why is everyone turning there? Is there like a house party or something? Look.